as I had all this time on my hands, thanks to COVID, I decided it was a really good time to sit down and just record a quick video to do Friday Sews, the final one for this year, and have a chat about things that I've done this year and things that I would hope to do in 2022. So there have been some highlights for me personally this year. The biggest one probably would be my finished Eden coat. If you haven't seen that yet, then I will link below the final review I did. But obviously I suspect if you've followed me for any time at all, you'll know all about my Eden coat. It was a labour of love, and I'm really, really happy that I got it done and that I took my time. I absolutely love how it turned out. And it has been one of those projects that I've wanted to do for a few years. So that's a big tick for me. Other things that I did this year, which I'm really proud of, is I did testing for some pattern testers, which is something that is really common in the sewing community, but I'd never really put myself forward before this year. I don't really know why. I think I lacked self-belief in my ability to sew a garment, and I think I still see myself as a beginner, even though I don't think I really am. But I think in my head, that's what held me back. But this year, nothing held me back. I applied to pattern test for a few people, and I actually ended up testing 6 patterns for 3 lovely ladies. I suspect you will all know because you'll have followed me and I'll have done reviews. But again, I will pop their details and any videos where I talked about the patterns that I tested in the description down below for you. So firstly, I have tested 3 times for the wonderful Alice, who is stitched in Wonderland. I have done a skirt for her called the Pocketful skirt, which I'm hoping by magic of my editing I'll have popped photos in. Absolutely love that skirt. I also made the everyday blouse, which again, I made a couple of versions straight away, my tester and then another one in double gauze, and I loved them both. I have to say, unfortunately, well, fortunately, I've lost weight, but unfortunately, the side effect of that is that they don't actually fit. So I shall just have to make some more in the new year. And the third one I've made for Alice, I haven't actually talked about or shown on here yet. I will be doing that later on when I talk about my recent makes. I've also done a couple of tests for Jane, who is the dressmaker's closet. I love Jane's clothing, I love her style, and now she is just a right little entrepreneur because she's doing her own patterns. So she's releasing sewing patterns, but at the same time she's doing like a custom line of clothes where she's actually making and selling clothes as well. I just think she's amazing. So yes, I loved testing for Jane. I did the Poppy Pinafore first, and then I did the Martha top. Again, I'm hoping I'll have popped photos in, and I will link those videos below. And then I also did a jumpsuit for Mandy, and she's Make With Mandy, and it was the Waller jumpsuit, and I really enjoyed making that. And I, again, unfortunately, fortunately, I'll need to do some more because when I made that, my measurements and my size were a lot larger. So again, the tester version I made does not fit me anymore, but I'm more than happy to sew up new clothes in the new year. And the good thing is I know I like these patterns because I've already tested them. I just need to make them in a slightly smaller size, which is great. So yep, Eden coat and testing are a couple of things I've really enjoyed, and I hope to go forward and do more testing in the coming year. I'd love to try testing for companies I haven't tested for before, and of course I'd love to be invited back by those 3 lovely ladies that I have tested for. So I will show you my makes in a second because I've got 4 recent makes to talk about, which I haven't shown you yet here, so that's exciting. I just wanted to quickly show you a few presents that I received this Christmas. So the first one I'm hoping you can see clearly is my gorgeous Tatty Divine. So if you don't know, I'm hoping you'll be able to see. Tatty Divine jewellery is something I have seen a lot popping up on Instagram, and I really love. She does these really fab fun acrylic necklaces, earrings, brooches. I had a pair of blue stars earrings that I bought a while back, and I really loved the idea of getting some of her necklaces. I'm very lucky down here. I don't know how many shops she has got in the country. I think she's based in London. But down here in Plymouth, we've got an area called the Barbican. And it's a lovely little area right down by the waterfront. And along the Barbican, there is a very small jewellery shop. I think it's called Victoria Stewart. I'll put it on the screen if it's wrong. And yeah, she stocks Tatty Divine jewellery. So I had made a note of this so that when my husband came home, because he was home a couple of weeks before Christmas, I took him shopping for my Christmas presents. So I did get more than just this one. I will pop in the photo of all the pieces of jewellery. He was so lovely in that I was expecting one necklace, but I in actual fact got 3 necklaces and a pair of earrings. So I absolutely love this sewing one. So you may see this pop up on my video, and the other ones that I've hopefully shown you will also be making an appearance, I'm sure. So that was my main present from my husband. I also got some money from my mum, as she lives abroad in France, and so it's much easier all round. She just sends money and we buy what we like. So I popped into Make down here at Royal Williams Yard with a couple of friends just before Christmas as a sort of catch up and Merry Christmas. And we are all sewers. So while I was there, I thought, I can take my money from my mum. So I managed to pick up some fabrics using money from my mum for Christmas, and I also had a £10 voucher for Make, and I had loyalty built up. So I got 2 fabrics that I want to make more Billie dresses with. The first one is this really fab, and it is this blue and black. I really don't know what, abstract, squiggly lines. I don't know what you call it. But I love this, and I am not sure what the fabric is. I will hopefully look it up. But if you can see, it is really soft and fleecy on the inside. So it's a knit stretch, and it's going to feel really soft. As I say, my plan is to make, I'll just show it again, sorry, just so you can see, there you go. To make a Billie from that one. Probably just be the basic Billie dress with the normal sleeves, not the puffy sleeves, because I don't know, I think the puffy sleeves might be a bit much in that fabric and the dress. We'll see. And this one also is planned to be a Billie dress. Oh, sorry, I should say, for those who don't know, that's a pattern by Tilly and the Buttons, and I'll pop a picture here, and again I will link it down below. This gorgeous one with these, this is a slightly more turquoisey blue, teal blue than the other one, and then it's got these orangey mustard like dash all the way through, and again this one is also that gorgeous soft fleecy on the inside. So 2 Billie dresses from those is the plan. Really excited. I also got a sewing related gift from my brother. He's very good at buying me sewing related gifts. Let me just get that. It is this wonderful sewing box, which I'm hoping you can see, with these owls on it. And it's got a very convenient little handle. I haven't put anything in it yet, but it's got a pin cushion, and it's got the elasticated pocket. It's got a lift out tray, and then loads of room inside for sewing goodies. So I'm really looking forward to filling that up. I think because it's portable, because it's got that handle, I will probably be filling that up with stuff to take to my sewing classes when I resume in the new year. And then lastly, this gift I shared on Instagram. So if you follow me on Instagram, you will already have seen it, and it's had a lot of love over on Instagram. So I'll just grab that. Okay, so how cute is this pin cushion? I absolutely love it. Look, I mean, all I ever do is drink tea, and not only does it say tea, I'm just going to turn it over. It's got a gorgeous little heart on the other side and this cute little face. So some of you may have seen this mentioned before Christmas. Ruanne, who you all know is the Yorkshire Sew Girl, she did a little video all about ideas for sewing gifts for people. And she mentioned this. This is a company that I follow called Hannah Doodle Crafts. Again, I will put her shop and her Instagram and everything in the description so you can check her out, because she does lots of different themed of these gorgeous felt pin cushions. And yeah, I saw it on Ruanne's and I was a little bit worried. I've got to say, Ruanne, I was worried. I'd already asked for one of these for Christmas from my family, but I knew that so many people would watch Ruanne's. I was worried that she wouldn't be able to make one before Christmas because she'd sell out. But thankfully, my family managed to order mine, and yes, I was so excited to receive that in the post today. So I was wondering if you got any sewing goodies or sewing themed goodies for Christmas. Do please let me know in the comments. I always love to hear, and obviously I love to be enabled. If there's anything you think I'd love, let me know. I'm sure I can get someone to buy it for me. So that was my gifts. Last thing for this year was my recent makes. I have made 3 dresses and 1 set of pyjamas, and all quite recently. I'm really pleased with myself because, as you know, if you follow me, I'm quite a slow sewer. A slow sewer. So the first dress that I did was one of the pattern tests that I mentioned. So this was my 3rd one I did for Alice at Stitched in Wonderland, and it is the Daydreamer Dress. I absolutely love this dress. I was really happy to test when Alice asked about this pattern because it's a very comfy yet stylish dress, in that I think you can dress it up or dress it down. Some of the versions that people have made on Instagram, and I'll hopefully pop some pictures here so you can see, have been so good. I absolutely love them. Mine I made in a blue fabric that I had in my stash. As you know, I have a large stash, so it was very easy to find fabric to make it. I love blue, so it was a win. I love this one. It's very straightforward to make. It's very comfy to wear. It has grown on sleeves, so there was no worrying about fitting sleeves. I did do the short sleeve version, and the next one I am making, I am doing the longer sleeve version that is part of the pattern. It then has buttons down the front, which I actually, and I do this quite often, you might know if you follow me, I've actually sewn them through onto the fabric, so they are literally permanent. They're sewn on. There's no buttonholes to undo them, and that's because when I tried it on with the big neckline, I can easily take it on and off. I don't need to be opening buttons and closing them, so why bother with buttonholes if you don't have to? That's what I say. So they're stitched straight on, and then it's got the lovely full twirly skirt and pockets. So fabulous. I've been wearing mine lots. I tend to wear it with a long sleeve top underneath as layered. One of the reasons for that, to be fair, is in the tester version, I felt the armhole came a bit low on the short sleeve, and when you turn sideways, I could see my bra. But I believe that obviously this has been mentioned, and in the final version, Alice has altered the pattern so that this is not the case. And as I say, hasn't stopped me wearing it and enjoying it. I've tended to wear it with long sleeves or with cardigan. Either way, you're not seeing my bra. So, so yes, I have a plaid one that is currently being made, and that's going to be a long sleeve. I think it's going to be lovely and sort of autumnal, and I'm really looking forward to finishing that one and then sharing it with you guys. So that was the first thing I wanted to show you that I made. The second dress that I made was my entry as an ambassador in the Little Red Dress Project 21. If you haven't seen this, it is a done and dusted deal now, I'm afraid, but the challenge was to make a little red dress. It was set up by the lovely Renata, who is the Twilight Stitcher. She also had Kira, the Island Socialist, co-hosting for her this year, and they did a wonderful job. Please do check them out. Their Instagram handles will be in the description below. And the idea was to get people sewing up a red dress and then sharing them on the final week leading up to Christmas. And the big reveals were to be by Christmas Eve, and then there's prizes as well. So I actually was lucky enough to be asked by Renata to be an ambassador. So this basically just meant that as well as joining in, I shared a lot more on my Instagram, trying to encourage and inspire people to join in. And I absolutely loved doing it, and I loved seeing what everybody made. I made the Joanie dress, which is in the Tilly and the Buttons stretch book. And I made it out of this gorgeous stretch red velvet, which I think I got from, I will check who I got it from and I'll pop it on the screen. I love this dress. I did share it on my Instagram, and I finished it on Christmas Eve, the final day for the challenge, of course. But hey, I got it done. I got some lovely photos of it. And unfortunately, we didn't go to any parties or anything this year, so I haven't actually worn it out of the house yet. But it's all good to go for when I do have a party. So, yep, I made that. And then I realised when I shared it on Christmas Eve with the photos in front of my Christmas tree, that a lot of people would assume that was my Christmas Day outfit. Oh no. Our Christmas Day was going to be very chilled at home with just me, my husband, the children and the dog. So I took a leaf out of the lovely Alex's book. She has a Instagram channel and a YouTube channel, and she is Alex Judge Sews. She shared the most gorgeous loungewear outfit that she had made, which I thought was perfect for Christmas Day if you're just at home with the family. I wanted something comfortable and yet festive. So I made this version of the Billie dress, and I have, as you can see, the most fabulous fun Santa heads, and I got that from Dragonfly Fabrics. And I made a Billie dress, which is why I bought these blue materials you saw earlier, because I remembered how much I loved my first Billie dress I made. And then again when I made this Santa one, I literally made it 11:30 Christmas Eve. I started at night, and then I sewed a bit in the night, and then I finished it off in the morning, and then I wore it for the day, and it was perfect. It was festive, it was fun, and more importantly, it was so comfy. It's like secret pajamas. So I made 3 dresses as my last makes for running up to Christmas, which I'm quite surprised by, because I don't do dresses generally. But it has got me thinking that in the following few months, the whole of the year, 2022, I'm thinking of incorporating more dresses. So give me your dress idea, guys. That'd be great. And then finally, today is the 31st, and I finished this outfit that I will show you, and hopefully I will show you, because I haven't actually, as of this moment, got any photos in it, because I finished it yesterday and I was tired, and then this morning I just wanted to record this. So I am hoping I will have the foresight to take photos and put them in so you can see what I'm talking about. But I am talking about my first ever from Tilly's Make It Simple book, Juno pyjamas. So I have made the Tabitha t-shirt, which is the top that she uses for the pattern, but I have not made the pyjamas until now. So yeah, I absolutely love them. Look at this. How cute is that sleep mask? I did put on my Instagram when I was cutting out the pieces, should I do the matching mask? Well, of course. Everybody who answered me was like, duh. You've got to do the matching sleep mask. I'm not going to put it on now, because I did actually brush my hair for once. So, but I've got the matching mask. This gorgeous fabric. I have a feeling it was Stoff of Denmark fabric. I bought this, I think two years ago, after I saw the lovely Tamlin made something with it, and I had every intention of making pyjamas, and nah, just sat there. So it's very cute with these white reindeers and snowflake on the blue. So the top, as you can see, is actually long sleeved, whereas the Tabitha tees that I've made are t-shirts. So I have made this gorgeous version. This is so soft, honestly. I wish you could feel it. It's lovely. I have made the 3/4 length sleeve option that comes in the book, and then the recommendation is to add these cuffs. So I have done this white ribbing because if you follow me, you'll remember I said I've bought like ribbing every colour of the rainbow in recent months so that I'll have it. So I've done white ribbing around my neckline and around my cuffs and also around the ankles, as hopefully you'll see. So yeah, I have got these, the top, as I said, I did long sleeved. It is so snuggly. I did pop, where is it? One of my new Kylie and the Machine labels from my calendar on the bottom of the sleeve because I thought it was apt. It says, and I'm hoping you can see, I'll put in a photo if you can't. It says eat, sleep, sew, which I thought was lovely. And then on the inside, I popped one of the other Kylie ones from my calendar, and that just says, yay. So I've got the long sleeved top, which is so snuggly. And then the trousers are just the quickest, easiest ever. Obviously, you've got a front and back piece for each leg. You then literally elastic in the waist, flip it over, stitch it down. Popped in another little label. Oh, I can't remember if this is a Kylie or another one, but it says you are loved, just so that I know which is the back when I put my pyjamas on. And then, as I said, you've got the ankle cuffs, which you just put in the same way as you do on the top. I mean, yes, I absolutely love this. And now that I've shown it to you, it's going to become my regular pyjamas. I didn't wear it to bed last night after I finished it because I wanted to be able to take photos, show you guys. But as of tonight, this is going on to help me sleep. And yeah, absolutely love it. So I can say about the Juno pyjamas, a really quick, easy, satisfying make, and I absolutely love them. So I can see me trying the shorties version and maybe the short sleeve as well for a summer one, and I can also see me making more of the long sleeve with different colour ribbings. I'm even thinking, oh see, I'm thinking off the top of my head now, different colour of ribbing, different from one arm to the other, a different one again for your right leg, your left leg. Might even do one colour ribbing at the front, no, that won't work. I was going to say one colour at the front, one colour at the back. But hey ho, yeah, I'm thinking multicoloured. There you go. See, the juices are flowing now. Now I've got my Sojo well and truly back, I think. So that's going to end my year, and I am going into 2022, not with New Year's resolutions, because a bit like my fabric bands, they never work, but with a thought to trying to sew from my fabric stash before buying new fabrics. This is a very hard one for me, so we'll see how we get on. And also equally using patterns. You can't see here, but I have box of patterns here. I have 2 boxes of PDF patterns there. I have rolls and rolls of A0 patterns hiding just out of sight. I have, honestly, enough pattern and fabric to last the rest of my life, I would say. It's not going to stop me buying, but for a little while, maybe it will stop me buying. So my plans going forward are, as always, to try and upload more often. We'll see. To try and sew from my stash and from my pattern stash, and to carry on enjoying sewing. So I think that's about it for today. I'm hoping to get this edited and uploaded by today, so it is Friday Sews. If that's the case, I just want to wish everybody a very happy new year. Let's hope 2022 is a better year. And I will see you all in my next video.